Hello all, Seriously is here, back for some more Pursuing Paradise, and we're in a bunch more space stations today, pursuing more paradise today. So, we are in the Chorio system, and that's where we're going to try to end up. I haven't checked any of these planets yet, but we got to go to, while I remember it, let's check the order of the space stations. Daybors. That's where we're starting. Gotta go here, 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 and where we already are. Let's start. Let's warp. Chorio is where we're ending up. We got 4 others, including the one we're going to right now. Not a bunch of planets in each system. In fact, probably a couple terrible sky colors in most systems. So it's all I could find. it's slim pickings out here. Now we have a very, very nice sky color here, but it's activated copper, so we're going to see what we got here in this system. Paradise Planet, and the one we're pointed at with the activated copper, a Grassy Planet. I believe if we find that Paradise Planet, we're going to see a yellow sky. Wah wah. You know what? While this doesn't have a storm, let's go ahead over here. I see some land. Let's listen for raindrops. Huh. I didn't hear any specifically, but this doesn't look... Yeah, this looks like a wet planet. It's very nice looking, but it's going to have real storms, and probably a lot of them. Doesn't have floating islands, you know, almost. So we'll start off. Extreme weather lush with some nice colors when it's not storming. And a Paradise Planet with some terrible colors, I think. It might be a filter. We're going to go find out. It looks pretty bad from here, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's got a reverse color filter, and it'll only be terrible as an effect on our reflections. Does not appear to have a filter or floating islands, and the grass is the same color as the sky. It's just not my favorite, let's put it that way. Even the trees are yellow. Maybe a nicer yellow than everything else, but not good enough to save it, that's for sure. Alright, that was quick. Next. Unfortunately quick. I was hopeful for that one right beside the space station because nice color sky there. That's a nice color grass too. That's a yellow that I like of the grass, not like whatever we just saw. Okay. So I didn't check what was next, and that was a mistake. We should definitely, because Chorio is going to be in the previous systems list now. Darn. But if I go to space stations, it should be this one. We should always be going to this one until Chorio appears here, basically, is the idea. So, Drugoi, or Drugoi, looks like we have a purple sky right out the window there. Is that where we're going, or is that just some other planet? We have a Verdant Planet and a Humid Moon. Oh, and a Viridescent Planet. 3 things to look at here. Moon has activated copper, so might not be great. This is a fungal planet, so not what we're looking for. That's our moon with the humid weather. Oh, that's unfortunate. There, yellow sky on the Verdant Planet. Let's check out the moon. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, Mike. This might be orange sky when we don't have storms. Interesting gap in the clouds here. No, just regular extreme storms, and maybe even red sky. Nothing fancy here. Alright, let's head out. Where is... I think that's a purple sky over there, so we'll go check that out. The yellow sky is probably not great. We can maybe hit it up on the way back. So, what does iMod have in store for us? I just thought that moon was neat because it was a humid moon that wasn't a swamp. It was actually a lush planet. Well, moon, whatever. I love the colors here of the water and grass combo, and this purple sky might be okay. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be too mountainous, or rather, if it is mountainous, it's huge, tall mountains. It's a swamp planet. It has a very weird, look at that banding in the filter in the haze. It's green here and purple above that. Yeah, look, you can see it in the mountain over here. Red, yellow, green, blue, purple. Weird. It's sort of neat, but not my cup of tea. Alright, well this is nice, but not what I'm looking for. I do like the sky. Nice color. Very pinky purple. Alright, where did that terrible yellow sky one? We'll give it a chance. It's got ancient bones. I'm just really hoping to find anything in the floating islands. I haven't seen them in forever. I mean, I haven't been looking in a while, so that's why we're back looking for them. So even if it's a terrible sky color planet, just to have seen them, know that I can still find them, would be nice. Yeah, no filter here. We got mushroom trees, which I do like. Oh, you know, I've definitely seen worse yellow sky colors on planets. This green, I mean, it almost looks like we're in a Sprite can. They go together. I don't like it, but they do go well together. Huh. Might be somebody's cup of tea. Alright. No, that's not alright. I'm not interested. It's not of interest to me. I'm not slowing down. There we go, it's gone. They got the message. Oh, yeah, and that is a trade economy too. None of, well, I can't say none. Some of these are probably, now this is a 2-star economy. Some of these might be 3 stars, but I was not looking for economies. Some of them are definitely 1-star economies. So we're not here for the economy, we're just checking planets. They are all low conflict systems. We are blazing through these. We might have to go searching in the freighter, which is cool by me. That's how I found all these places. Oof. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Alright, green sky, but that's not the planet we're looking for. That is a fragmented planet. What are we looking for here? A grassy planet and an overgrown planet. I feel like this one's going to have a red sky. I remember being very disappointed with a bright pink grass planet having a terrible color. So that's probably it. But let's go check out the Dacenabus and we'll see what Dupacupids, that's interesting, has in store for us as well. There's Dupacupids. Looks like a red sky to me. Let's go take a peek. Nice light blue nebula here on a sort of light blue background space color. Alright, still no floating islands. Looks like we might have a hypersaturation filter as well, because the grass got super bright. Which means that red sky, I don't even know what color I'm looking at. It almost, like, you see it shift to like minty green for a second as I go back and forth here. I don't understand what I'm looking. We're gonna land. This is the weirdest sky I've ever seen, and I want to see if any filter disappears when we get on the planet here. Yeah, it does. Okay, you see the color of the red on my ship when we take off? It's green. There is a sort of reverse color filter going on here. Interesting. All right. So I'm looking at the whites and the grays on my character here, and the metal. It's not reflecting too red. This is not bad. This is shocking. This is why you gotta check out those red and yellow sky Lush planets and not just avoid them. This could be a lot worse. It could be a lot better. This is overpoweringly pink. But it's cool. That's neat. Okay. Worth a peek, that's for sure. And not that kind of peak. I mean, that might be a nice base to build on too, but no. Alright, so there was something else we were going to check out here though. What was that? Over that away, is it? Green, yeah, it looks like a green sky. I cannot exactly tell the grass color though. Might be red in that wine burgundy kind of color, which would go okay with a minty green sky. We'll see what we get. We might be getting storms. Hard to tell. It looks foggy, but it does not look like a full storm yet. We wouldn't be able to see the grass and the water. It could also be that terrible green we discovered recently. We'll see. It definitely looks hazy though. Like grass color is, it looks like it's behind a filter from space, which is weird. Oh, alright, lots of water here. You can see that. Yeah, it is that wine dark red color. And we have that weird, ooh, well, we've got that weird haze going on. It's blue. We've got a definitely terrible, well, up top is okay, but the horizon is a terrible color. But I do like this purpley red grass. And mushroom trees. Dinos, yeah, it's okay. I sort of like the red sky planet better. Alright, glyph addresses though. I don't think we've done this system yet. Not my thing. So, not going to build anything here. And we'll move along. Well, I think, if I'm counting right, that was 3 out of 5. So we're more than halfway done. I mean, we haven't got back to the space station yet, and it's 40 seconds away, so maybe what we're going to do is that. I know Chorio has 2 planets to see. I can't remember what our intermediary planet has for us to explore. At least one. I wouldn't have marked it if there wasn't at least one. Four planets and 1 moon. But are any of them worth visiting? That's very green. You see how bright green this station looks, but look at my cape, it is white, so that's a difference. What if we go over here in this green light? Does it get green? Yeah, a little bit. See? Some space stations are bright green like this, and everything, your whole ship, everything goes green. Alright, we are looking for Cephin and Rupia. I think that was not Quagmire Planet. No, we're not looking for that. Right, this was the 2 Lush, 2 Swamps. Got a Verdant Planet with purple sky right there. Whoops. Something behind us. The moon we're not looking for. And the Flourishing Planet with the green sky. Alright, let's check the purple sky out the window with the brown grass. Probably could have gone more into the daylight, but we don't need to take a long look at these. Ooh, look at those tree colors. Very pretty. With that purple sky. This is very nice. Brown grass. The orange haze goes well with the brown grass. Gives it a bit of color on the horizon. And look at the size of them birds. Feathered dragons. Okay. Yeah, I like this place. This is very nice. Oh, what do we have over here? Geological feature. It's just a skin tab. Yeah, it's not a hoop. Can't fly through it. Okay, that's cool though. Alright. Finally, something we're seeing today. Nice space color here too. Look how purple that is. Very nice. Alright, where's that green sky planet? It could be either of these. Cloudy Planet, that's a swamp. Flourishing Planet, a star bulb. Let's head over to the right-hand side. Interesting freighter design we saw there. Yeah, even a nice color around the binary stars over there. Well, blue and yellow do make green, I guess. This doesn't look like a great sky color. This looks like terrible green. And green water and green... This is going to be a very green planet. I hope it's not awful. No floating islands. We've got very, very tall mountains, even around the water. And yeah, terrible banding green, but it is a minty sky, so it could be worse. It could have this terrible color up top like that planet we found. You know, it could be worse. I bet if we land, that terrible green won't be as bad, but if we were to build up top of one of those mountains, we would see that all the time. Yeah, once you're down here, it's not as bad. Ooh, hello, what do we got over there? Giant bugs? No, a giant diplo. Look at that neck. Look at the size of that guy. I haven't seen a diplo that tall in a while. We're going to scan that. 5 meters? 4.5 meters. We used to get like 6.9 and huge diplos. And we could probably get an egg from this guy and grow it in the space anomaly. Alright, we got one more star system to see. This is not it. But this glyph address is that. If you like the green planet or the other one, which I like a lot, that's a pretty nice screenshot. I mean, it's interesting. I bet we could get it better if we increase the field of view. Yeah, look at that. Get some water, layering with the trees in there. Not my favorite, but that was nice. I might actually go take a screenshot of the other one in between episodes. If the other two planets that we have to see in the next star system aren't phenomenally better. But I was very happy with the space color here. Very happy with the purple sky planet. And, you know, can't win them all with the greens. Pretty picky on the green planets, I gotta say. I think I prefer a nice blue sky color for a green planet. Purple's okay too. A triple green, blah. Maybe if it had a white or a blue haze color instead of that pukey green color. Right on by. Alright, Chorio. Oh, that's not Chorio. That's weird. Why it moved the previous system down here. Anyway, we know we're going to Chorio. So, we caught that. We're going to the right spot. There's only 2 planets in this system, which I thought was cool. Nice and isolated, and I think they were both Lush. Yeah, notice this space station. Bright white lighting up there, but look at the cape. It's all blue down here. So we have Natus, a grassy planet, and Octants, a tropical planet. So no matter what planet we point at, we're going to a target. green sky with pink grass. That's promising. And a white haze color. I don't think we're going to get puke down there. That's nice. That's good news. And the other planet is behind this one. So let's head over this way. Point down here. We got storms over there, but look at that sky color. We got a blue. You can see on the tips, blue with purple haze. So that's going to be nice too, if we can avoid the storms. And we could have storms here too. This is not paradise necessarily, but it's very nice colors. It's got bubbles. Yeah, look at that sky. That's a green sky. I like that. We're gonna land. It is an anomalous boundary strength failing planet. So if we do have storms, they might not be hot. But I think this is actually a perfect weather. The inescapable toxins, without it being red. I like the blue trees. Pink ones too. Oh, hello, I saw you. Only 6 creatures here. We got some time, not much. I do want to check out that other planet, but maybe we can get a quick zoology if we're lucky. Maybe not. Not a lot of fauna near us. Let's take a peek. Underground? No, we're out of here. Yeah, I like that though. That is a much nicer screenshot, I think. We just got to get that vignette off again. Why did it add it back on? There we go. Oh, another word. We'll grab words. Why not? Is something else we could be looking out for is how common resources of certain kinds, like words, are there. Knowledge stones. Not too worried about it though. There it is. Storm's still going on, so hopefully this is a non-hazardous storm planet. But since it doesn't say activated copper, that's probably a bad bet. Probably just regular old storms here on Natus. Yeah, I can hear the rain on... Ooh, crashed freighter. Ooh, nice. Storm, perfect timing. Thank you, Natus. Jungle Planet. See from the trees. Very nice colors here when it's not storming. Oh, very nice colors here when it's not storming. Why do you keep coming? Is it when you change a planet? Is that when the vignette comes back? Why? It's awful. You know what? That's what's going to finally get me to mod No Man's Sky, I think. Somebody's going to have a mod that makes the vignette not appear at all in No Man's Sky. It's not option to turn on even. It's just always off whenever you go to screenshot mode. That's the mod I'm looking for. Anyone know? Orange freighter. Interesting. Alright, well, we've seen some good stuff today. Very nice planets here too. We've done screenshot mode here already, but here is the glyph address of these 2 planets. Neat stuff. Ooh, that's pretty cool too. Even with my Starship Trail blocking out the view. But that is going to be it for today. Until next time, everybody. Have a good time.